I can't lie, I'm sitting here absolutely buzzing because this is the beginning of a massive journey for me and hopefully for you watching this too. To give you a little background before we get into the bulk of the video, it's important for me to give you some context on me, my history in the sport of running, and ultimately why I decided to start this channel. So hello, my name's Kanan, and once upon a time I used to be an international distance runner for Great Britain. As a young promising athlete, I had dreams and aspirations of one day making an Olympic Games and maybe even getting a medal, and thus becoming a sporting superstar. I was at such a level that I've now seen some of my peers, people I've competed against and even beaten, some of my close friends actually achieve these goals for themselves, and despite not making it myself, I couldn't be prouder of them. But anyway, back to me, and I promise the video will start soon. Like a lot of super talented, young, promising athletes, injuries played my short career, and combining that with losing my love of the sport of running, I quit. And I thought I'd never come back. In the 2-year time span from hanging up my spikes and running shoes, I turned to the gym. I put on about 10 kg of muscle mass. I grew my hair, cut it off, grew it back, cut it off again. Started an online business that I absolutely hated, and overall just felt lost. I just felt like there was something missing from my life, and I've come to figure out that that thing is running. So this is where this channel and the documentation of the rebuild/comeback comes into play, but don't call it a comeback. It's to show myself and anyone else who might need it the process of getting fitter, rediscovering a love and passion for a hobby, and ultimately showcasing how you can get better at running too. So here's episode 1 of the rebuild/comeback, and we're running again, but this time we're going to embrace it all, the ups, the downs, and everything in between, including down the lines guest appearances from my mates who are pro and elite runners like I used to be. Some insights into training, tips, tricks, challenges, races, hopefully, shoe and running gear reviews, and pretty much anything running and in between. And you lucky lot get to see it all on camera on this channel. The whole process from the start and hopefully beyond. So without further ado, my name's Kanan and this is The Rebuild, episode 1. Right, it's January 1st, it's a Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
Day 1, week 1 of this rebuild / road to fitness / journey. Don't call it a comeback though. So last night we had New Year's Eve celebrations, so probably not the best way to start the year off in terms of with feeling slightly hungover. I don't really get hangovers, but a little bit of a headache this morning, which is a little bit annoying when you want to go for a run. So on the agenda today, we have 5 miles easy, followed by a bit of stretching, and then we're going to go lock in at Gales to do a little bit of editing. Now, okay, you're probably thinking, Kanan, I came here to watch a running journey / grab some tips and tricks on how I can improve my own running, not to hear about your New Year's Eve festivities with your mates. But before we do that and get into our run, we've got to fuel up. So what does an ex-international athlete have for his breakfast before a 5 mile easy run? Well, obviously pancakes. You'll probably realise that I'm not really that strict with my food. My idea is if I'm running a lot, I need a lot of fuel, and that's pretty much it. Also, everyone meet Taylor, who's going to be the person that's actually making the pancakes. I'll make the coffee. I'm not usually fussed about what I eat, how much I eat before easy and steady runs. If I was doing a session back in the day, then that's when we'd be banging a big breakfast like this, but it's New Year's Day, so it's kind of I guess a special occasion. So hopefully I'll feel really good for my run. But one thing I always make sure I do or try to have before a run day is a nice cup of coffee, because yeah, caffeine's just a massive performance enhancer. What we're working with today, probably can't see it now, but at this stage in time, there is some sort of storm warnings and things like that. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a wet one, but Mama didn't raise no quitter. See you soon. You ready for a sick transition? I hope I made that look cool. So before we set off, we'll do a little running crack check. We're going to be rocking a pair of New Balance 860s, fresh foam thingy bobs. I've worn these ones, particular pair, once before, and I've got another pair in red. So far so good. A lot lighter than what they appear, which is, I guess, useful, but I'm using them for easy running because that's all I'm doing at the moment. Taylor, how do you think my run's going to go?
I think you're going to get quite wet.
Yeah, it's raining. Cool running montage now. Right. This is grim. Alright, it's not so bad now. It's not that bad once you're in. Post run, and was going to give you a raw, unedited, unfiltered reaction to the run, how I feel it went. The main priority was getting dry, getting warm again, but I actually like running in the rain. Maybe there's some scientists on here that can let me know, but I always feel there's more oxygen in the air when you run in the rain. Obviously the first part of it is always hardest, getting out the door because it's windy and rainy today. Once you're about half a mile in, it's quite relaxing. But yeah, all around good vibes in the park. I'm not actually sure at this moment what my pace was, nor do I really care, but I will slap it on the screen somewhere. Now to Gale's Bakery on Teddington High Street, and it's the spot to lock in with my boy Gilbanks, edit some videos, and all around, yeah, good vibes. So I will take you with me. So we're here with Mr. Gilbanks today.
Yo, family.
What are we about to get into today?
We're about to get dialed for 2025 even.
I think get dialed, whatever that means. So we're here in Gale's with Mr. Gilbanks. We're locking in, we're beginning to, but we've got not very good post run, to be honest. Literally zero protein in this, so it's not great for recovery. Can't lie.
It's not good for the V-taper. It's not good for the aesthetics.
It's not good for the V-taper. No, it's not going to work. And a coffee. That's all we got. I think that's day one, week one of the rebuild. Of what? Today, day two, we're going to try and tackle some tempo with a little bit of S&C. First of all, we have some porridge because we are doing a session. Second of all, we've got 4 by 1 mile at tempo. I don't know what my tempo pace is at the moment. I haven't done any lab testing, but I do know that if I keep my heart rate between 173 and low 180s, I should be running at a pace that I can sustain for a decent amount of time, which is pretty much what tempo is. Actually, I've already filmed all this already, but I filmed it in portrait, so yeah, see you at the session. Right, not sure if you can hear me, but we're currently on the warm-up. Oh. Got my way into the park, and we're a mile and a half, 2 mile warm-up. Nice and easy. And then we will get into the session. 4 by 1 mile tempo. Like I said earlier, we'll see what tempo entails today, but seems today absolutely beautiful. We've arrived at the park where I'm about to do some drills. An activation first. Hopefully nothing pulls or goes snap, but we'll see. I'd find a quiet place to get my kit off. Despite it being actually quite cold today, still going to need to be running in a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. It's very warm when the sun is out and you're running and you're sweating. I'm going to leave my stuff here on this fence next to a playground, and fingers crossed it's all still there when I return. Right, let's go. 1 mile done, that was okay, felt alright. Let's see how we go. Mile 2. Just got a lovely high five from Mr. Roscoe Murray, OLY. That means Olympian if you didn't know. Now Ross, if you don't DM me with a wave after seeing this, then it means you didn't watch it the whole way through. I'll be disappointed. Just joking. Jog Clara, I think I went a bit too quick on the first rep. Slowed down to about 6:09 there, which isn't too bad, I guess. However, there's a lesson. I tried to do it on tired legs. I haven't ran 3 consecutive days of running in a good couple of months. Hear me out. So I thought I would try and run the tempo on the 3rd consecutive day on tired legs, because that way I'd then be able to not be able to push myself too hard and absolutely ruin myself for the weeks to come. But that plan didn't work. I'd like to add, I'm not saying that I'm ruined. I won't be able to hold the camera in the air and chat to you, but I've been a little bit too fast in the first rep. That's mile 3 done. Don't actually know what I did there. You'll see it on the screen somewhere. That one felt easier than the last one. Might have been slower, might have been faster, I don't know, but definitely got back into tempo. This beginning stage is find out, you're finding your feet again, trying to decide what's too fast, what's too slow. And that's made me think about when I would say before, just run easy. Can't just say that. Having that level of understanding is quite Roscoe coming up.
Oh, I'm on camera. How are you doing, mate? It's not bad, it's not bad. How are you going?
I just saw Ross again, actually. Yeah, I was saying, easy for me to say, oh, just run easy, just run steady. When you're in the beginning stage, your heart rate's all over the place. It's hard to determine what that is. We found appreciation for that, starting from scratch. On the last mile now, it'd be nice to get a sub 6. Let's see how we go. That was a 5:47. Not gonna lie, I got into a bit of a race. Some guy wanted to smoke, so took that last half probably threshold. But we got it did. Post-run debrief. I'm really happy with that, actually. Really happy with that session. Managed to hit the pace that I thought would be about appropriate. And it's a lot of volume when I think about it. 1.5 miles warm up, 1.5 mile in a minute to warm down. And that'll be about 7 miles. Oh, calf almost cramped. Oh, that would not be good. Can't lie. I'm pretty happy with that. But maybe the tempo was a little bit too quick. All in all, it was a productive session. My first one, I've got to give myself some slack. And also, my heart rate's probably up from just feeling like a nutter filming myself right now. Currently outside of a playground talking to myself, so I sound like a bit of a weirdo, but it is what it is. Let me stretch this calf. Genuinely find the warm down the most boring part about running. Like, if you're with mates and you're chatting about the session, that's quite good. Solo session on your own, you've got 1.5 miles either way to get back. Jog it, you don't want to go too fast. I'm tired today anyway, so I won't be able to go any faster than what I'm doing right now. 8-minute miling, keep it nice and easy. We've pulled up to the gym. Second session of the day. I mean, it's not really a session. S&C, I really don't want to be here. However, it's got to be done. And I would say to try and keep your hard days hard, like they always say. Keep your hard days hard, your easy days easy. That is exactly what I'm doing because tomorrow is going to be a rest day. So I'll probably do a really cool gym montage. Gym montage incoming.
Hey MTV, welcome to my trip. Why don't you come on in?
Look up. Keep your legs long. Keep your legs long. Uncoordinated.
Rest day, I'm not going to bore you with videoing the whole day. Just going to show you that I'm going to have some breakfast. I do actually work as well. I'm not going to show you my whole day at work because that will be just as boring. We are going to be having some eggs this morning. Someone at the Fresh Lay Farm needs sacking because I'm pretty sure someone has glued some of my eggs into the carton. So I've had to crack one of the eggs to get it out, which is really annoying. So I'm just going to have to bang 7 eggs scrambled. So here's a little montage of that. Also, evidence that I'm actually going to be eating 7 eggs. See you tomorrow. I just want to prove that I do wear other things other than tracksuits. This is my work attire. I didn't want you thinking I was a slob all the time and just wore the same clothes, but I do love a tracksuit. We're going off to the track this morning for a little bit of easy running on the actual track. And I'm gonna do some strides and hopefully someone there is gonna be able to film some for me. Gilbanks is gonna be there, so I should be all right. Yeah, stay tuned for that. Like an absolute psychopath. I'm literally about to run 4 miles around the track when I could be going off into one of the lovely local parks. But I am doing it on the track this morning because I want to do some strides on a flat surface that's reliable, no bobbles, and it's very, very cold today. You're going to see that it's frosty today. Underfoot, you're never sure what you're going to get. You're going to get ice, you're going to get bobbles if you're running on grass, you're running on mud. So I thought, why not do some strides at the track after my run, see how the body reacts. All in a good place at the moment. It's freezing today, and I've already said it. But hopefully we're going to get some cool shots of some of the strides because it's always a bit more interesting to the session.
What's somebody like you doing in a place like this?
Track isn't 3, cover 2, yeah.
The joys of not having to sprint around the track just yet. Lovely stuff.
Oh, I guess we'll roll with it. Right, there's Mr. Gilbanks in the background again, cameraman. We just done 4 miles, nice and easy, felt fine. It's showing off the V-taper. 4 miles, nice and easy. I'm gonna do some strides for a bit of fun, see how the body reacts. Stride montage. Top's coming off. We're doing 100-meter strides. On there was about 13 seconds. I think to myself, back in the day, I'd do 8 of those back to back, and that still wouldn't be my PB. I've just done that there, and I feels like I'm not quite sprinting, but I'm not jogging, that's for sure. Perspective, I used to be pretty good.
Times have moved on as well. Times have moved on.
I've now got a V-tape. It's Sunday. It is the last running day of the week and the last day of the week as well. It's a holy day for a lot of reasons, but in the running community, Sunday is the day of the long run. Little rule of thumb, if you're worrying about how long your long run should be, it should be around 20 to 30% of your total weekly mileage. We're going to be looking at about 30 miles to top off the week. So if we run 6 miles today, that'll be about 30 miles. That works out to about 20%, which is bang on. So yeah, I'm not going to film tomorrow because that's going to be another rest day. This is my first full week of running, so we don't want to do too much. And if you got this far, thank you for watching. We've got one more little bit of running to do. So far, so good. Body is holding up well. Yeah, come with me for my Sunday long run. We're about ready to head off on the Sunday long run, should I say. I thought to myself, you know what, let's go more steady than easy today. Easy running can get a little bit boring, and I'm feeling not too bad this morning. Just wait and see. And I can always choose to just slow down. Steady running, for anyone that doesn't know, is just that little bit quicker than easy running. For people that are obsessed with zones, it's probably getting into more zone 3 running, but of which I don't know what my zone 3 at the moment would be. So I'm just going to run a little bit quicker than what would be considered easy. I probably could still have a conversation at this pace, but it's just not quite trotting around. Thought cap off the week feeling good. I did not cap off the week feeling good, so stay tuned for that. Plus, I'm resting tomorrow, so yeah. Not gonna lie, I feel like I should have gone for another poo before I left, but we're here now and we're starting. On second thought, my body has replied to my statement of, I'm gonna do this run steady rather than easy. And it's basically told me I'm going to follow what the body's telling me to do, and I'm going to run easy and maybe progress to steady. So I'm going to slow down now, because yeah, I was not ready for that. A week of running, it catches up with you. Guys, I'm absolutely cooked. I shouldn't have ran today. I should not have ran today. Not really sure what's going on. Probably starting the first mile sub 7. That'll probably do it. Just can't seem to feel easy at all. I think a bit too much too soon stunting for the YouTube, but hey, we'll be fine. Just gonna get through this one slow as I can, because I'm bored. I also feel awful. So yeah, lesson learned. Don't do too much too soon. I did exactly what I said I was trying not to do at the start of this video. So getting tired holding it in the air now, so yeah, I'm cooked. A long way to go. This is definitely going to be a journey, fit and get good at running. So yeah, hopefully you guys are going to stick around for the journey. It's going to be fun. Ups and downs to come. Ups and downs indeed. Hello, it's Kanan speaking to you from the future. Well, the future from that point. It's the Friday after that Sunday. I figured out what was wrong with me. Give you an answer. I thought I'd put this in before I actually finished the edit. Turns out I was under the weather. I had caught something. I'm usually very asymptomatic when I do get ill, but I now remember back in the day, I would only ever show symptoms when I'm trying to exert myself, or even something just as easy as like an easy run or a steady run, I would really notice it. Walking around daily life, I don't notice it. It's kind of similar to what a lot of pro and elite athletes were experiencing with back a few years ago with the C word that
I don't know if you can mention. But I'm definitely not a pro or elite athlete anymore. I'm just saying that people do experience this, basically. A mixture of that and likely probably low on iron, vitamin D, vitamin C, B12, magnesium, all of the supplements. So I've just started banging those again. But yeah, also might explain why I felt the way I did on the first couple of reps of the session on Thursday. That pace, I was happy with the session purely based off of how I felt, not actually the numbers. 6 to 6:10 pace is doesn't really seem like it should be tempo for me at the moment, and it might explain that. I might be wrong, might be just where I'm at, feeling comfortably uncomfortable at that tempo pace, but I feel like I should have been able to run like in the 550s for all the reps. But anyway, enough of me blabbering, back to my younger, better looking self.
Hello again from the track. So that's all for episode 1. If you've managed to get this far, thank you. I really appreciate you. Posting a long form piece of content like this isn't for people with short attention spans. So if you're still here, it means you somewhat enjoyed this video. And with this being my first video, I'd really appreciate it if you'd first subscribe. Doing that will make it a lot easier to see my next one. And second of all, let me know if you enjoyed it and what you'd like to see more of going forward down in the comments. Again, I really appreciate you being here, and I will see you in the next one. I've been Kanan Solomon. This has been The Rebuild, episode 1. Cheers. Guys, if you haven't got a friend that is willing to stand out in the freezing cold and film content for you, then it's not your friend. You look like a bouncer.
Not today, mate. Go on. Yeah, you can come in. Go on.